I feel like LeBron truly put on display what he means when he constantly posts "just a kid from Akron." Let's run through the timeline of events that have happened this past week since we recorded this episode back again. And I know the headlines are out there, right? And we'll get to that. That LeBron James said he hasn't closed the door open on a return to Cleveland. We could do the whole bit. Well, do you want LeBron to turn and come back to Cleveland? What would it take? How much would it cost? Would you have to draft Bronny then the following year against the cap? Would you have to get rid of a Markkanen, get rid of a core, get rid of Sexton? Let's forget all of that for a little while. And let's just look and appreciate and truly understand the timeline of these events throughout this past week, and then we could start to make informed conversation, informed discussion as it pertains to this topic and to LeBron James. So first, we'd be remiss if we didn't kick things off with the NBA All-Star Draft selection. As we remember the viral clip, LeBron James shockingly drafted Darius Garland with his second pick. A lot of people were shocked. A lot of people were stunned. There were a lot better players than Darius Garland on that list of available players to draft. And then afterwards, KD was trying to make some trades. He was trying to trade for Garland. LeBron said that Garland was untouchable and that he has left Cleveland twice and needed some sort of ammo to go back in there with him. And that ammo was supposed to be Darius Garland. Interesting. Let's leave that there. Second thing, Brian Windhorst rehired in a reappearing role at ESPN Cleveland. Now, I'm going to take a pause and let everyone figure out what that means. ESPN Cleveland, local affiliate of the worldwide leader of sports, Brian Windhorst, a national big-time reporter that is continually leaked and linked to LeBron James, is going to be occurring on ESPN Cleveland on a more regular basis. Okay, let's digest that. Richard Jefferson's essay. Not sure if you saw this. It was an ode to Cleveland, masterfully done. Richard Jefferson also said this week that he keeps in constant contact with LeBron James and the rest of the 2016 NBA World Champion Cleveland Cavaliers. So at the end of Richard Jefferson's essay, which aired on NBA All-Star Saturday, it's also out there on Twitter if you want to go check it out for yourself, said right at the end of it that if LeBron doesn't come back to Cleveland, he'd offer himself up for a 10-day contract. Interesting. So now you have someone close to LeBron James and a former player saying that, well, if LeBron doesn't come back, so that bug was out there before the big thing started, and that was the plane landed. LeBron James shows up to Cleveland, Ohio, posts on his Instagram that the kid from Akron is back where it all began, wearing what other colors than wine and gold, of course. A nice red jacket for the king. Everything that this guy does is calculated, folks. You see where we're going with this? You see the timeline and the way that things are stacking up here? He states that Cleveland, in his NBA All-Star media availability, that Cleveland deserves this event, that it's an awesome platform for the city. It's especially cool because Cleveland has two All-Stars of their own, in Darius Garland and Jared Allen. Oh yeah, and me. He literally said that. And me. Interesting, LeBron. And then the doozy, the headline that took all headlines and really dominated the NBA news cycle over the weekend was LeBron told The Athletic's Jason Lloyd that he has not closed the door on a potential return home to Cleveland. He tossed the powder before the All-Star game. He got by far the loudest applause when his name was announced, hits the game winner. Really, really poetic stuff happening for King James.